Shalom, shalom. First and foremost, I want to give all the praises, glory, and honor to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Rachak double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone. Salutations, much love and respect to you, Akim, out there, pushing this word out in truth and sincerity. It's your brother Chaim Apash coming at you with another lesson. And this lesson is going to be entitled, It Only Takes One Event. Okay? It takes one event to really turn this place into a prison camp, okay? A complete lockdown. Just like you've seen with the C-19, that was one event that changed the world, right? So it only takes one major event to completely bring this place into lockdown. And what we're telling you is that this event, along with other events, are coming, and life is going to change. Okay, it's not always going to be like how it is now. All right, it's going to be very much harder. Okay, just like life got harder with the C-19, it didn't get easier with the C-19. Things got worse and harder with the C-19. Do you remember how it was standing in those lines, right? When you had to get food, you know? You remember how it was you having to wear a damn mask on your face? You know, people losing jobs because they didn't want to take the juice, right? So that was that was hell. That was hell on earth. Okay, as far as what we knew since we came upon the earth, right? That was a bad event, you know, and and ultimately, it's about to get a lot worse. The scriptures say that, behold, evil, and only evil is come. Well, what do you expect when the Lord created Esau, Edom, to bring forth the time of evil? Right? It tells you that in Proverbs 16 that He created the wicked for the day of evil. So you can't expect it to get better. It's only going to continuously get worse, right? This kingdom's on its way out, man. You know, it had its glory days. It had its, Esau was at his peak at one time. Now he's fastly declining, and this is why these Edomites are so angry, because they see that they're declining, and instead of accepting that their elites messed up, they're trying to push the blame on you Israelites, you other people. Okay, and that's because they need a scapegoat, right? And that's going to be their excuse to bring in violence, and thinking that they're going to set up a new NWO, right? Like the regular Edomites think they're going to they're going to try to bring in some type of new system, and you have the elites that have their version of a new system, which is going to enslave the whole planet Earth way worse than you're enslaved now, including these other Edomites. All right, but as the scriptures say, why do the heathen rage and the people imagine a vain thing? That's vain, because after this kingdom, once this kingdom goes down, that's it. All right, you're not going to get to fully establish your NWO. The Lord Yahweh Bahashem Yahweh Shai is going to take you out of rulership. You know, World War III is literally going to be the war to end all wars. Okay, so you're done, man. You're done. You know, and we're happy about the downfall because we understand that this is not our rest. You don't have rest in this place, man. You can't even own the average person can't even own a house with land, which is supposed to be a basic human right to own a house with some land. Okay? Nah. All right? This is why you're constantly in a rat race to make money, because you have an uncertain dwelling place. You can't, you're paying rent constantly. Every month you got to make sure them bills is paid. You got to make sure, or that's it for you. Okay? So it's a constant rat race. It's constant cortisol. It's constant stress. People did not live like this in the ancient world. All right? Life was a lot better. See, Esau will tell you that this is better, but this is really worse. This is a de-evolution of man. Everyone's sick. You know, the water's polluted. The food is. You got to get GM. You're getting GMO foods at the store. You have to go to a section that says organic, which all food is supposed to be organic, right? And then even in that, it's not organic because you got all kind of BS in there, like an ingredient they call natural flavor. What the hell is that? That could be anything. Natural flavor, you know. So at every turn, this place is worse. You got, these children are extra fatigued. You know, I was just playing basketball, and then some young Jakes were there. Some young people were there. Rather, not all of them were Jakes, but some young people were there, and they were getting tired quick, man. They were getting tired, and we were tired, more tired than us. Me and the brother was there, and they were getting more tired than us, man. You know, and in their early 20s, 19, 18, 16, man. Man, at that time, we didn't get tired, man. So, oh, yeah, I got to sit down. What? There was no sitting down, you know? Climbing on things, climbing fences, climbing, doing different things, play fighting, doing punch for punch. We were very active, you know? But as you can see, it only gets weaker. And then my father was, he was a lot more, his generation was stronger than our generation. You know, they had more endurance. They had, they were able to do more. So everything is getting worse. Everything is getting weaker. You know, it tells you that in Ecclesiasticus, in Sirach, asked, is it Sirach? Yeah, it's Sirach. No, actually, it might be Second Ezra. It's either Sirach or Second Ezra. But it mentions how ask a woman and she shall tell thee how the how are the children of today the same as the children of her youth, but much less in stature. So things are getting worse. It says the earth is getting weaker through age, and that includes the creatures that are on the earth. And it's not just age; it's the wickedness that ages the earth. Okay, it's the wickedness and all this evil that Esau is doing, the pollution, the sucking the oil out of the earth, all these different things. It destroys the earth. And Esau doesn't care about the earth. He doesn't care about life. He doesn't care about anything except for profit. And that is what has destroyed the earth. His greed for profit. That's what destroyed the planet Earth and destroyed the people. Okay? So we're at a time now, we're at the time of his end. And he knows that, he senses that, and they see different things behind the scenes that let them know that their end is nigh. And what he's trying to do is he's trying to fight against the will of Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushua, which this is manifest destiny, right? They said when they came over here at the time of the Native American, when they took over the Native Americans, they called that manifest destiny. Yeah, it was manifest destiny because it was prophecy. But the bottom line is, you going down and you going into captivity under the Israelites, that is also your manifest destiny. That's the other part of the manifest destiny. So it's not just one part of it. Okay? It's not just one part. You see? So these Edomites, they really have no hope to further their kingdom past, when the Heavenly Father said it was going to go. And we're clearly at the end of it now. So at the end of it, it's going to go out by bitterly. It's going to go out bitterly through violence. Now that matches the name of America, which the name of America, Amerigo, means bitter. Comes from the Hebrew word Mara, which means bitter. That's also where you get the name Maria, Mary from. Mary, Miriam, that means bitter. Okay? So that's how it's going to go out. It's going to go out very bitterly, man. Very sorely. Okay? We're getting to a point now where people from these other nations that came to America, which was a melting pot, is going to start to leave and go back to their countries of origins because of how bad it's going to get, you know. And it's only, and when we say it's going to get worse, we mean exponentially worse. We don't just mean inflation is going to keep going up and up. No, there's going to be a event that's going to push it to be exponentially worse, multiple times worse. Okay, it's going to multiply. How do you say that? Multiply the hell. It's going to multiply the distress. All right, and anyone that's not on the side of Yahweh Shai, they're done. They're done. They're finished, man. They're finito out here. Okay. Even when it comes to these events, hey, the angels are gonna have to protect the elect. They're gonna have to step in different situations and help the elect. They're gonna be commissioned. You know, Michael's gonna give them the command to do these things, man. You know, under Yahweh Shai. Because, you know, you can't navigate what's coming just carnally, man. You need spiritual intervention. You need miracles, man. And if you don't believe on the level where you believe that the Lord works miracles and that angels will come and deliver the elect, then really you don't have, your belief is not strong enough. Your faith is not on a high enough level. Okay? Bottom line. See, because the real elect, they're going to believe on that level. They're going to believe in that the Lord will bestow them with spiritual power. They're going to believe that He can deliver them out of particular scenarios. Yeah, they'll get nervous in particular scenarios because we're in the flesh, we're men. But ultimately, they'll never lose their faith in Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai. Okay? And His power and what He's able to do. You know? So, I just want to say that real quick. You know, I just want to speak, you know, on the way back to the crib, and Lord willing, this is edifying to the elect, and I'll give all the praise, glory, and honor to Yahweh Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai Ba'ashem, Chakadash, double honors to the apostles and elders of great millstone. Salutations, much love and respect to you, Akim, out there pushing this word out in truth and sincerity. Shalom.